Hey sisters, today I'm going to be talking to you about how I got my period back with PCOS after an entire year of nothing. Zip! In this video, I'll tell you all about what I wish I knew back then so I could have prevented all that suffering. Comment below and tell me how long you've gone without a period because of PCOS. Before we get into it, let's talk about why your cycle is irregular in the first place. If you're here watching this video, odds are you have been diagnosed with PCOS or may be experiencing PCOS symptoms. So in order to be diagnosed with PCOS, you need 2 out of the 3 symptoms: cysts on your ovaries, hyperandrogenism, or irregular periods. The elements right now.
Chopper, airplane, cars, wind,
tree trimmer. Aside from being one of our PCOS symptoms, irregular periods can also be a sign of other issues that may be impacting your health, like stress, both mental and physical. Shutting down reproductive functions is a survival mechanism. 50,000 years ago, when PCOS would happen to our ancestors, they would miss periods or become less fertile during times of stress or famine. When I was missing my period, I was in college and really stressed out. I struggled with finding a balance between classes, studying, working, and socializing. Not to mention, I wasn't eating enough. I was trying to lose weight because I had decided to get off birth control, and I saw myself gaining weight instead. And very quickly, I figured eating 1,200 calories and running for miles every day would help. Well, it just made everything worse. And the imbalance of my metabolic hormones not only made me lose my period, but also made me gain weight. Overall, I needed to address the root causes of my PCOS in order to restore hormonal health so that my cycle could start again. These are 5 things I wish I would have done or stopped doing while I was missing my period, and I want to tell them to you right now so you can avoid wasting any time. Number 1, manage your blood sugar. My blood sugar and insulin resistance was a mess, and I had cravings all the time. Oh, God! Having high insulin due to insulin resistance triggers high testosterone in your ovaries and leads to irregular periods, ovarian cysts, and infertility. Blood sugar control is key to getting your period back. In college, sometimes I would skip meals and graze on snacks throughout the day because I was busy with classes. This isn't ideal for blood sugar control because every time you eat, your body releases the hormone insulin. You want periods of time in between meals where insulin is nice and low. But if you're snacking all the time instead of eating a solid breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it's hard to get that period of low insulin levels. You'll want to supplement your diet with an inositol supplement if you struggle with insulin resistance. My favorite supplement for PCOS is inositol, an inositol supplement that can help support healthy insulin levels. It comes in a 3-month supply, and many women find that their period starts within the 3-month period of taking it. Inositol is made of vitamin B8, and when you take it at a 40-to-1 ratio of myo and D-chiroinositol, studies show that this can help improve egg quality, ovulation, and help regulate your period. It's just a powder you add to your water twice a day, tastes like nothing, and if I had it back when I was missing my period, I'm pretty sure I could have avoided a lot of symptoms like cravings, mood swings, and uncontrollable weight gain. I've linked to Ovasitol in the description with my 15% off code. Tip number 2, stop restricting your food. In college, when I was missing my period, I would eat a salad for lunch and think I was being healthy, when instead I should have been balancing my plate, making sure I got in the protein, carb, and fat ratios that I now include in all my recipes. You can find them all in the Sisterhood if you want to give them a try. In the Sisterhood, you'll also find meal plans with balanced recipes designed for PCOS weight loss, not to mention the largest community of PCOS women supporting you every step of the way. I'll drop the link in the description for you. So if I had known what I know now, I wouldn't have left the college cafeteria hungry because I would know that it only led me to crave cookies and snacks a little later and make my period problems worse. In the end, the problem wasn't that I was craving a cookie, the problem was that I wasn't eating enough in the first place and balancing my plate. Restricting your calories also raises your cortisol levels, putting your body in survival mode and shutting down your natural cycle. The last thing you want to do is trick your body into thinking you're in danger or that there's not enough food. That actually makes your period less likely to come back. Okay, so tip number 3, stop guessing. It's important to understand exactly what is going on with your body when it comes to your PCOS symptoms. I encourage you to get down to the root causes of what is happening and understand your PCOS type. If you haven't taken the quiz in the description, click the link to discover your PCOS type. You'll want to do this so that you get started on your next steps with PCOS weight loss. If you're struggling with insulin resistance or hypothyroidism, it's worth knowing because it's likely contributing to the disappearance of your period and your inability to lose weight. Tip number 4, you gotta realize that birth control doesn't regulate your period. If you're teetering on the edge of taking birth control to get your period back, I just want you to know that birth control doesn't regulate your period. It shuts down your body's natural hormonal rhythms and takes over with synthetic chemicals that are endocrine disruptors. Your chances of getting a natural period are completely gone when you take birth control. That's why they call it a fake bleed. Your body isn't having those natural highs and lows of estrogen and progesterone, which are so important for brain and bone health. You're simply taking synthetic estrogen, and once you're on the sugar pills, the withdrawal of estrogen causes your body to have a fake bleed. Although taking birth control could help alleviate some PCOS symptoms, if you do choose to take it, it's always good to have an exit plan. That natural hormonal rhythm in your body is essential for your bones, brain, mood, weight, and libido. My 5th tip is to start moving. And I'm not talking about getting on the treadmill. I'm talking about going on a 10-minute walk after each meal to improve insulin sensitivity, or going on a nature walk to help reduce stress hormones. High-intensity workouts like running for hours or going to spin classes every day can really pump our stress hormones. Once they're high, it's hard for women with PCOS to bring them back down. Like I said earlier, high stress hormones make our body think that we're in flight or fight mode and we're less likely to get our periods back. So opt for a pleasant 10-minute walk after your meals and you'll find that you got a whole 30 minutes by the end of the day. So sisters, these are some of the fundamental things that I wish I knew when I was missing my period. I know that if I had followed all 5 of these tips, I would have been much better off. It took me years to figure out all of this, and I want to make it easier for you so you don't go through what I went through. If you found this video to be helpful, don't forget to give it a like and comment and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.